Good morning, fellow traders. Bubble here. It's time for the Good Morning Market Prep for Monday, February the 22nd, 2021, 2/22/21. You gotta love it. So, hope everybody had a great weekend and a great night last night. This is brought to you by Positive Trends Research, and everything we're going to talk about is for educational purposes only and not investment advice. So, please take a moment to review this disclaimer. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Good, good, good. All right, well, let's check and see where we left of the market here on Friday. So we pulled back a little bit on Friday, but monthly chart still generally bullish here. The key level for us to really hold is the prior month's high. Right, once we get back into that prior month's level, right, things can get a little bit sketchy here. But we had dark cloud cover on the weekly chart again. We still haven't gotten overbought yet here on the RSI, so that's why I'm just leaning on this pullback as the futures are down here this morning. I'm leaning on this pullback for being just a subwave 2 pullback, and then we might see some more impulsive upside after that. So we'll see how it goes. The big clue on Friday was the close under the ADMA, right? So at this point here, we're basically looking at this is our wave 1 up, right? And this may be a little wave A pullback. This is your B, and this could be a C right here to fill this open gap and then hold the 382 and then get going. Otherwise, if we do see some sharp downside price action like we did here for this wave 4 pullback, we may fill this gap here off of the 618, test the macro upward trend line and the cloud. And if we can get constructive over that, then we could see a nice impulsive wave 3 up and then go from there in the market. So that's basically what we're tracking here. Let's say we the SPY this morning and see how it's going here into today. And we've been talking about this the whole ride, right? So we even talked about it last night, right? These moves down. So we've been on top of it here for you guys. So hopefully you guys have been finding it helpful. So the SPY broke down below this geometric level here pre-market and overnight. So let's see how it holds. It could be working on a bear flag going into the open. It's a little bit too early to tell with this price action, but again, generally still down right now. So it has some work to do if it wants to get its way back up. The S&P futures, right? These are the levels that we provide to our members every morning here in the bubble report. So the key things is that we're below a bunch of geometric lines, right? So the bulls have a lot of work to do to get over those levels. If we lose the overnight low, we've got some pretty clear air to get to the single prints here from the 4th, and there's also a VPOC from the 4th. Other than that, we'll see how it handles our signal zones below. We got some thicker zones below as well. So we'll see how it goes here today. Again, remember, guys, it stairs up, elevator down. So don't be surprised if you see some very, very sharp price action to the downside if the bears really want to step in it here today. So definitely some good stuff to keep an eye on there. Let's take a look at the MES. Again, we still have the geometric lines right here. So let's just kind of keep those on here and extend those out a little bit. So you just kind of keep those on the radar here. Same thing with the ES, obviously. But these are the main ones, right? These are the main ones going into today. So we'll see how these hold, and then we'll see how our zones hold below on the ES. So good stuff there. Let's see what else we have. So let's take a look at the Qs here this morning. So the Qs, oh wow, they looked like they were trying to work their way up a little bit here this morning. I was tracking a potential bear flag here today. Again, we want to see if this 325 level holds. If not, 324. I'm sorry, this 326 level. If not, 324 is a possibility if the bears really want to step in today. Again, tech's been on the radar. Right? Everybody's been saying tech's getting hit, tech's getting hit, and so it kind of sounds like a self-fulfilling prophecy right here. So again, continue to watch it, see how it works. See how it works its way down, and where we go from there. The IWM again, interesting here. We're seeing some airlines up this morning, but then we're seeing some names like Boeing down based on the news from over the weekend. Right? The engine failure over Denver with some fuselage, hitting some homes. Fortunately, nobody hurt. And so anyway, the IWM right here, it looked like a bull flag going into the close on Friday. But again, that's the tough part, right? Because stuff can happen pre-market, right? It broke out of the bull flag, so yay, it's going great. But then it decided to shift trend, right? So pre-market. So that's what makes it tough sometimes to hold overnight. Right now, it's holding these levels right here. If it breaks down below there, look to see how this the 220 level holds. So that's kind of the key levels that we're looking at here on the small caps today. The XLF was kind of a big deal right here. We talked about this in the bubble report last week. So this ceiling right here is basically like an inverse head and shoulders that was kind of in the works. And a little mini shoulder right here. Got a little bit of breakout here on Friday. They held up pretty well, and it seems to be holding a support. See how this holds today. Otherwise, you got this kind of pre-market gap from the other day, and it could kind of grind its way down or flush its way down and test these geometric lines here today. Any weakness here on the XLF could see some residual impact on the market, right? So definitely see how that goes going in today. Let's take a look at a couple of the other names that we like to track. So Apple, again, gapping down here this morning. It's been tricky, right? So I've generally been bearish since we lost the channel here. Again, it's hard to be bullish when we're below the 80 MA and the 50-day, right? So at this point here, it might have been working on a little mini bear flag. Again, I want want to be bullish on it, but I really want to see it close over the ADMA and start to show us this thing wants to go. Keep an eye on it too. A close below Thursday's lows with increased volume could start a fresh trend change on this thing. This thing could be working on. Right now we're still in the trend box, but if it does close with increased volume, right, we're going to track this. We'll take out the trend box and we'll track a downward trend line and a bump line on Apple, right? So this is going to be very interesting for it. So we'll see how it handles that trend box going into today. And finally, Tesla. So Tesla is holding the 780 level, but it is not doing too well here this morning. It is gapping right into the 750 level, right? So we definitely want to see how this holds right here. This is a big area for us, right, on the daily chart. Right, this is corresponding right with the cloud. So like I said last night on the Elliott Wave Show, and you guys can check out the link at the end of this video, the video link. Let's see how it holds here. It might consolidate for a couple days. We're going to be gapping down here. I want to see it get some strength back over the 50-day, and then Tesla might be getting ready to work its way up. It's generally on the bullish radar, but like I said, it might take a couple days. Let's see how it handles the cloud. Of course, if it pierces in the cloud with increased volume, all right, Tesla's got plenty of gaps below that it could deal with. So we've got that going on too. So good stuff, guys. That's all for the free version of this video. I appreciate everybody tuning in this morning. The rest is for Bubble Report and Elite Access members. So I hope everybody else has a great rest of your trading day today. Stay healthy out there, and remember your risk first, and stay safe so you can stay in the game. And we'll talk to you guys soon. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to get more in-depth video coverage on the stocks or setups that are on our radar, be sure to join our group or subscribe to the Bubble Report for more morning analysis. The Bubble Report includes S&P 500 review, also a market profile game plan on the S&P futures, sector updates, gappers, orbs, unusual option activity, economic calendar, and we also have Elliott Wave counts that are on our radar made by Algo 382. Be sure to click the link at the end of this video to subscribe today.